Yes, we're making your card. He knows not to step on the keyboard. He knows that would just make his mommy crazy. What do you think, Mr. Man? That's what I always call him, Mr. Man. Something I had to do was set these up for 2-up printing. So I am going to use 8.5 by 11 stock. So I've got them set up 2-up printing. When you do that, you really need to consider the actual bottom and not the suggested edge. So it takes a little bit of monkeying around, but it works. So I've got the inside with the little Oscar quip, and then I've also got a blank inside. I wanted to keep the paw prints because I thought that's very Oscar-like. So we've got everything all set up. Now we can go ahead and print. All right, we just printed out the second test. Here we go. Same wonderful quality. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Same quality. All right, so we're going to do the test. We are going to fold it in half. Just do a quick crease with the fingers and a quick tear. You know, when I was teaching elementary school, I had an opportunity to teach my students how to create their own books. All right, let's fold this in half. And again, if it was just for me, I wouldn't care so much. All right, nice. Right in the middle. Image right in the middle. Perfect. Okay, I love it. Now let's check the other one. This is the bottom half. Quick fold. And again, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Now if I want to do a double check, because I want to make sure that every card that comes out is going to be exactly the same. Oh, here comes Oscar again. Oscar, what do you think? Oscar gives his approval. He says, yes. Perfect. All right. Oh, you couldn't see that very well. Let me push that. There we go. Thank you for approving, Oscar. I appreciate that. Now we can do some interior prints. This time it's on cardstock. Exactly the same stock I use for all my cards. It's printing 2-up, which is much more economical. So now you can see the difference. Here is regular paper, and here is the cardstock. I'm going to put this behind it so you don't have the glare. Look at the image. Isn't that nice? It's so vibrant on the cardstock. I love it. All right, now we need to remember that the card came out upside down, so when we print the other side, we need to make sure it's also upside down. This is exciting. I love this part of the job. All right, and once again, the inside comes out nice and vibrant. I'll put this behind it so you can see the paw prints with a little bit of transparency and the copy. Nice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. You can see here's the other side. We're going to go ahead and do a quick trim back in the office and score it and ready for final production. I decided to go ahead and do the scoring and trimming in front of you so you can see how it all works. Now I have another paper cutter, the kind that has the arm that comes down, but when the cats are around, I do not use it because I just think that is an accident waiting to happen. But we can line this up and it works really well. I just want to show you that you do not have to have a lot of really expensive equipment. Perfect. All right. I've got my 2 cards ready to go. Because the grooves are down this way, it's concave, we want to make sure we place the card face down. And these are 4 1/4 cards. So my quarter mark is right here. You can fold it. Hi, Oscar, what do you think? You know, when I'm actually doing production, I do not have the cats around because when I was a fiber artist, I needed to make sure there was not any hair going anywhere. There you go. There's a card. Oh, Oscar. Oscar likes it. He thinks it's pretty good. All right. There we go. Card. Just inside. Ah! Oscar gives full approval, obviously. All right, let's do the other one. Again, these are just the beginning. So do it from the top. You have to go slowly because if you do it too quickly, you can actually miss. And then when I do the final press, I make sure that everything is lined up. I've done bookbinding before, which I find to be really relaxing. There we go. Nice.